Today I'm watching and breaking down the cinematic language of Phainon trailer, Coronal Radiance from Honkai Star Rail. If you enjoy our time together, make sure to check out my entire playlist of Star Rail cinematic breakdowns. Alright, here we go. Star Rail Lore Masters.
If suffering has an end,
It's a clock.
then I will be the deliverer. But why is there?
There's a lot to talk about already. I love this first shot. We have this clock on the screen, which implies some sort of significance, some sort of countdown. What I like about this shot is here,
If suffering has an end,
he's talking about something having an end, time having an end. The countdown itself dissipates and disappears into nothingness. And this shot I love because he's talking about there's a clock on the screen, which again denotes time. Because this beautiful rim lighting in this image in the background is very bright, and we have this sun right in our face, almost silhouetted, but we have the nice rim light here and exposed for the shadows. But what it does is it gives this feeling of like you're looking back on a memory and you're forgetting it. Like it's starting to fade. You can't quite picture it because it's so bright, and maybe the character is so bright. His aura is so bright that it's almost blinding. So I like that. And then what we have after this is a lot of cuts. We talk about the pace of the edit, the rhythm of the edit. Look at all these cuts.
the deliverer.
Right? And then for good pacing, we get a little bit of silence. And then notice that we hold on this shot. So I really like what the filmmakers are doing here. The editing is really tight. The storyboarding is good. Sets the tone. And we have this kind of like barrage of images. And then the piano, very somber, as he looks down. Fire. Amazing. 16 seconds. Probably less, including the title cards in the beginning. Wow. A lot of information. Let's continue.
But why is there absolutely nothing
Wow.
behind me now?
Beautiful wide angle there.
After it's over, I'll open a tailor shop.
It wouldn't be bad to live for yourself.
I want to be a normal person.
That's not a wish.
Time to see who's better.
And stand up and face me!
Oh, chills on those vocals, man. I really like this. So, this whole segment here is giving me the feeling of like it's a sort of feverish trance inside a battle. Like he's been pushing so long. You can tell this is clearly looks like the fall of Troy or something. There's fire everywhere in this kind of ancient colonnade-looking city. We have people trying to heal the fallen. You can clearly see other player characters here, and I love it. I always say this with the gacha games. Massive casts. Gargantuan cast, sometimes into probably the triple digits at this point, and some of the older ones are close to it. Let's get these characters kind of showcased. And you get a lot of the demo reels, it's just one person. Let's start to blend them together. Let's use it. So I love that they're using the big cast. I love these little vignettes that we're getting. It's as if he's running towards his own struggle, but he's getting distracted. He's seeing little glimpses of his comrades kind of falling in battle. There's so much running through his head. He's hearing sort of memories that have taken place outside of this battle. So it's a kind of this feverish thing, and I love the high frame rate use here, converted to slow-mo at 24 frames per second.
Open a tailor shop.
Because what you get is
To live for
these little vignettes, and look at that. We hold just a little bit longer with the speed ramp.
yourself.
Boom. Fantastic.
I want to be a normal person.
That's not
You
a
see,
wish.
he's like blending memories. We're using the black and white and the sepia filter here to have this kind of, he's in and out of consciousness. He's blending memories, and he's still,
Time to see who's better.
he's fighting.
Stand up and face me!
It's amazing. Let me see if I can increase the, oh yeah, we were, we're going 4K, baby. This wasn't even my final form. So yeah, when the vocals hits, there's just chills. I love that it builds up like that, and it's just this almost like this cry of defiance as he's fighting, as he's gonna fall in battle, and he gets overcome. And it seems like all his comrades got overcome. So I'm expecting, you know, this might be the moment that we're building up to where he kind of assumes his power and levels up or powers up or something. But I love this set. This seems to be a full tragedy. Again, it reminds me of the fall of Troy. All these heroes falling in battle, these glorious heroes, these just heroes, just being overcome by an enemy who has the upper hand. Oh!
Why?
This is like Ambrosia, like he's one of the gods.
Why did you?
Yeah, and the cool thing is, this is what was his name? What was his name from the other trailer? Medai or something. I can't remember his name. It sounded Greek, but this is amazing.
From me!
Phainon. So this is a person who has seen his comrades fall. And what's that going to do to someone? Maybe he's going to be a soul survivor. Maybe he's going to be speaking of Troy and the fall of Troy and the Trojan cycle. Maybe he's going to be the Aeneas of this story, right? He's going to live on. He's going to found Rome. He's going to have his own Odyssey and found Rome by the end of it. So that's what I'm getting from this. I love this idea. All these other people have fallen, or he's going to save them. Let's see.
The world never again need a deliverer.
Phainon of Ides Elysiae. What is your dream?
It's giving Elysium vibes. Is that a dinosaur? I really like the vocals, man, and it's such a contrast, right? This kind of it sounds like a daydream in the midst of a life or death battle, in the midst of everyone dying. He's looking back on happier times, right? He's looking back when things were better, things were simpler, and there's been a few tonal shifts already. We start with the kind of quick cuts. We come here into the somber piano, and it's built into this kind of war cry, and now we're here. Sounds almost like a modern song. And that's him training with the guy. What was his name? It started with an M. Remind me, that's him training with him. We really liked his when we broke it down. Oh, great choreography. Great over the shoulder there. Great music. What does he see? It's great. We're coming back to this image. Like I said, the sun behind him, a silhouetted image with the rim lighting. This is a rhythm.
I just want...
Wow. What a contrast. We're blending hand-drawn animation with in-engine stuff. Whoa! What? What is this sound?
This is not the end. I will keep walking until I witness the end of this journey. But I will never submit to this idea of fate. Never.
So he just killed them all, including his comrades. Wow. Let's just finish it at this point. We'll go back and analyze. What in the world? And that's the cusp right there. Oh, amazing. What is it at the beginning of the video? I think there's no more. What does we see at the beginning of the video? Right? Look at this. Look at this. He's looking out, and we see what he's looking at, right? And it's beautiful, it's verdant, it's peaceful, but we don't see what's on this side. And then look at this, annihilation, and he's looking towards this past, an imagination of something that could have been, or is it just the place that he didn't nuke? Unbelievable. What a really cool bookend. If you look at the bookends here, very interesting. I don't know if anybody caught that. Very, very interesting. This is insanity. It's like a full minute, and there it is again. There's this shot, but it's crumbling. In the reflection of a sword, we see his demise. Also, what is it with the ambrosia, the blood, the ichor, I should say? What's going on? Of the gods here. It's not blood. We talked about this before. I mean, this is just absolute insanity. The glass crack. There's like so many layers. There's so many layers of imagery here. We have the glass cracking as he gets stabbed through the reflection of the sword. So it's like the reflection is cracking, the mirror is opening up, and his identity is changing. Right? What is some of this editing? We have this sort of digitization. And then the whole nervous system here? What in the... But I like how we're deliberately, if we go frame by frame, look, we're deliberately distorting it. And we're breaking it down into pixelization, this sort of digitized version of what's going on. It's almost like, you know, he's breaking down, right? Like this is a character made of pixels. And this golden imagery is the imagery of his blood, his ichor. That's truly insane. That is not what I expected. That is not what I expected.
It's not the end.
I love this image. So it's kind of like, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna be a survivor who founds anew people? Is he gonna save his friends? Neither. He's gonna destroy everything, maybe. But then aren't those characters in the game? There's a lot of lore implications here. Is this a flashback? Is this current? Wow. Insane.
Until I witness the end of this journey.
Now, he looks like Sephiroth, final form.
But I will never submit
And there's
to
the
this
meteor.
idea of fate. Never.
Really cool. And almost distorted his last line when he said never. It was almost distorted. It was a good delivery too. And gritted teeth. But I like this shot because again we come back to what's beyond what he doesn't see with the rim lighting. He's looking out towards that, right? And because of this beautiful framing here, we have this sort of claustrophobic framing where we've actually typically placed the character on the leftmost frame if they're looking this way. Though, of course, you can do this, where you put them on the rightmost third of the screen looking that way. What it does is it makes them feel kind of enclosed and trapped in the frame, sort of imprisoned. It's a really cool technique that a lot of filmmakers use. In this case, then we see why we did that framing, because you would have seen the gold. It's this weird line of delineation. He cannot apparently get out of this past, this violence, this tragedy, but he's looking towards this. Is it an illusion? Is it reality? We just saw this guy break open reality, right? And kind of do all this stuff. So very awesome. And I love the bookend here, bringing us back to this exact same lighting, looking out into something very similar, this kind of peaceful land. So yeah, really nice. And of course we end with the title card, and there's that countdown. What does the countdown mean? Is it something in game? Is everybody, you know, watching their clocks with stress in the game? Like maybe he's gonna do something in the game. I don't know, but I really like it. This is exceptional. Phainon trailer, really interesting sort of twist at the 2/3 mark when we have this absolute meltdown, if you will, and the imagery. This almost looks like Genshin Impact with the. We just watched yesterday, Genshin Impact, the god of space, right? Yeah, very interesting. What I like about it too is a character who is, in this case, you know, some sort of savior, I guess in a sense, some sort of savior, but it's a very kind of, you know, broken down imagery and almost like corrupted imagery. It's really interesting. But then the golden wings. Yeah, really cool images. But anyways, great stuff. Fun character design. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And let me know what you think. And let me know if I missed anything else, if I should cover more Star Rail, Genshin, anything else in the gacha communities, Wuthering Waves. You guys let me know. But this was really fun to watch. If you enjoyed our time, like I said, check out the rest of the Star Rail videos. I've done a good amount of them. And of course, make sure to subscribe and hop in the Discord. You know what to do. I'll see you next time.